Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Legacy United Leader Class G1 Universe Soundwave. So here is the figure, but before we take a look at him, we're going to take a look at his packaging here. So bringing this box up close in the center there, you got some nice artwork there of Soundwave in his cassette mode, deploying Rumble, Ravage, and Buzzsaw. Get the Transformers badge running along the side here. Transformers Legacy United, got G1 Universe Soundwave, G1 Universe Decepticon Rumble, G1 Universe Buzzsaw, and G1 Universe Ravage. You got Generations, Takara Tomy. On the bottom, nothing important. On this side, that nice Legacy United artwork. And yes, we're going to name all these guys again. So, Rock Lords, Animated Prime, Animated B, Magmatron, Legacy Chase, Cybertron, Armada Megatron with Tidal Wave parts connected to him, Tidal Wave right here, more Rock Lords and Windblade. And then on this side you got some nice artwork there of Soundwave in his robot mode. Headshot right there. On the top, Legacy United, and on the back, oh my goodness, get some nice artwork there of Soundwave in his robot mode, in his cassette mode, in Rumble in his cassettes. Cassette mode, robot mode, Buzzsaw, cassette mode, Bird mode, Ravage, cassette mode, cat mode. So yeah, Soundwave is 18 steps, Rumble's 8, Buzzsaw's 4, and Ravage is 7. Ain't that interesting? Cool stuff. So, now before we take a look at Soundwave, we're going to take a look at his three little cassette dudes here. So, bring this camera way down because these guys are small. So, we'll take a look at Rumble first, just because I already have a Rumble. So, here is Rumble in his cassette mode. He does look quite good. He's actually supposed to be this way. What am I doing? So you can see there in his cassette mode, on the back it's literally just his chest. But yeah, so he does look quite nice, all folded up here. For comparison real quick, let me grab him. Here he is with the Studio Series 86 Rumble. So you can see they literally have the exact same transformation. Now in terms of color accuracy, the 86 version is more accurate. I don't know why they decided to just not repackage this one with this guy, but I don't know. I don't like the colors on, I'm not a fan of the colors on this guy all too much. So, this dark purple, it's not that great. So, yeah. And then for another quick comparison here, here he is with, I'm trying to pick one. Here he is with Eject. This is Blaster's cassette. So you can see how he looks. And then just to bring in one more, here he is with Buzzsaw. Also from Soundwave. So there you go. So for transformation, it is pretty simple. What you want to do first, you want to come to his legs here. You're going to untab them from the arms and then just extend them down. Rotate his knee and then flip the foot down, just like so. Same thing on this side. Untab, extend, rotate, flip his feet down. Then you're going to come to his arms here and just extend them out, like so. Bring the shoulders down. They're on some double hinges there. And then you want to come to his hands in here. Flip these out. Same thing on this side, so flip these out. Bring the arms down. So it looks like that. Then you can come to his back section here, flip up his head, and rotate it around. And there is Rumble in his robot mode. And again, like I said with the colors, the 86 version is more accurate. I'm not a fan of the way they did the colors on this guy. But hey, articulation, because he literally has all the same details on Rumble. He's just in a different color. So I'm not going to go into those all too much. Articulation, the head's on a ball joint, so he can look all the way up and backwards if you want him to. And you do get a full 360 there. The arms, you can go all the way around. You can bring them all the way up due to transformation. And there's no elbows, no swivel, no nothing, but you do get an inward wrist joint due to transformation if you want it. Legs up that far, back that far. They go out pretty much all the way, just like his arms. So, like that. You do get a swivel at the knee because they're on a ball joint, and you do get over 90 degrees of bend at the knee, and the toes can move up if you want them to, but again, that's all due to transformation. So accessory wise, just like 86 Rumble, he comes with 2 guns and his 2 pile drivers. So to attach all this onto him, you just grab one, there's a peg, there's a port, plug it in there, like so. Do the same thing on his back, right there. So now he has those, and then with the pile drivers, you can come to his arms here, flip the hands in, just like so. And then you can take one pile driver, and then there's a little cavity right here that you can just slide his forearm into, just like so. Do the same on this side. So there you go. And there is Rumble with all his accoutrements. And according to a review I saw, these can like slide up and down. They can also come off, but they can slide up and down to mimic the effect they had in the show. So if you want to do that, you can. On the 86 Rumbles pile drivers, they're very incredibly tight. So mine do not want to slide down, but clear, as you saw on this guy, these will move a little easier. So yeah, there is Rumble with all his accessories. And now for another comparison, here he is with Eject. This is Blaster's little cassette. And then here he is with the 86 Rumble. Like I said, I'm more of a fan of the colors on this guy than on this guy. But I might, depending on how... Well, no, because actually, never mind. Because the white plastic of his guns match the white plastic of his feet, and then the gray plastic of his guns match the gray plastic of his feet. So I was gonna say I was gonna swap these on this guy, but it wouldn't look that great. But oh well. But yeah, it's the same old, same articulations, same transformation, same accessories. They're just different colors, so nothing new there. So that is pretty much it for Rumble. So now we're gonna put him off to the side and take a look at Ravage. So here is Ravage in his cassette mode. He does look quite good, like the Decepticon logo right there, and whatever this is supposed to be. If it wants to focus. Why aren't you focusing? I don't know what the 60A is supposed to be up here, and it actually kind of looks scratched off. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that, but you can see. And then right here it says something Japan. These are like lines, and then it says Japan right there. And then here's the back. You can just see him all folded up there, which is quite cool. Oh, one thing I do want to demonstrate with Ravage here, you can flick out this post right here, and then if we bring in Soundwave, this is something the Siege version did, but it has it, so I have to mention it. You can take that post and you can just plug them on some ports on him. So if you want to have Soundwave holding his minicons like that, something kind of reminds me of like Robots in Disguise 2015, how they had the minicons attached to their bodies like this. So if you want to do that, you can, but I'm probably never gonna do that ever again. So there is that. Move off to the side. So for comparison, here he is with Buzzsaw. I'm gonna turn him upside down in his cassette mode, so you can see how those two match up there. I'm not going to transform the Rumbles again, just because I don't want to have to do that same transformation back and forth, but I will bring in Eject here, so you can see he's about the same size as every other cassette bot we have. So yeah. Now to transform him, what you want to do first is you want to come under here, you want to come to his front legs, and you're just going to bring these out like so, just like that. And then you want to come to his back leg sections here, bring these down just like that, and then take this entire section here and then just bring it back just like that, and then you can bring the leg sections down, and then you can just push his leg down like so, and then you can do the same on this side. So oops, so rotate this down, push the leg out, and so he has his back legs there. And then you can come under here to the head here and just flip it out. And then you can take his front legs and just bring these down just like so. And I bring these up and bring them back a little bit. And there you have Ravage in his technically robot mode. I forgot what animal he's supposed to be, a panther, a cat, I don't remember. But yeah, here is Ravage, and he does look quite nice, you know, for being a literal flat tape deck. He does look quite good in his yeah, in this. So yeah, articulation wise, the head, he can look up, he can look down, he can look inside of him if you want him to, and then these are on these little joints here, so you can bring them back and forward if you want. Same thing with these ones, not too much back, but you can bring them forward. But if you want to move them forward, you can just move the transformation hinge, and they all move. Oh, actually, yeah, no, they don't. Never. These ones, the back legs can move in if you want them to, but the front ones can move out if you want them to. So yeah. And then for some comparisons, here he is with the Studio Series 86 Rumble, because he's also crawling on all fours, so he's not going to be as tall as any of our other our standing guys. So there you go. Here he is with Eject, who just fell over. Oh my god, there we go. And then last but not least, here he is with Rumble, who's also from this Soundwave. So there you go. And that's pretty much it for Ravage. So now we're just gonna put him off to the side here, and we are gonna bring in Buzzsaw. So here is Buzzsaw in his cassette mode. He does look quite good. He is my favorite of all three, Ravage being second, Rumble being third. This guy is definitely my favorite one out of all three, just because I've never owned, well, same with Ravage, but the past three cassette bots that I've had all turned into mini humans. This guy is literally a bird, and I like things with wings, so yeah, pretty nice. As with Ravage, you can come in here and you can flip this. Oh, and he just fell. You can flip this post down, and then you can plug that into Soundwave if you want. I'm not going to show it again, but you can do that if you want to. But I mean, look at this detail on his wings. That just looks so cool. So yeah. But now for one quick comparison here. Here he is with Eject. Like I said, they're all pretty much the same size, so there you go. So now to transform Buzzsaw, first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna come under here to his little legs, and you're just gonna bring these down just like that. And then you wanna come to these side sections here, which are gonna be his wings, and just fan these out like so. Then you're gonna come in here and you're just gonna flip his head up and then bring it up just like so, and then take this entire back silver section here, bring it up on that first hinge and then down on that second hinge, and there is Buzzsaw in his bird mode. And he, like I said, this is my favorite of the three. He looks freaking awesome. I like that he literally has thrusters back here. That's so cool. Like, instead of just making these like pegs, like they're actual thrusters, and they get covered in the cassette mode. That's freaking cool. I don't know why I like this guy so much, but I just do. You can see on his head, you get that nice Decepticon crest. Some nice yellow eyes. So yeah, pretty cool. And now for some comparisons. Here he is with Ravage. Here he is with 86 Rumble, who is getting more fragile by the minute. Here he is with the Legacy Rumble. So there you go. So that is basically it for the cassette bots. So we're gonna put them off to the side here. I'm gonna bring up the camera because we gotta talk about Soundwave. And oh my god, I'm so happy I have a cassette Soundwave now. This guy is one of the coolest figures in my collection. I'm so freaking happy that I was able to find him, and yeah, just great. Shout out to that store that's by my house that had him. I can't say the name of the place, but literally the store has like 3-0 stuff. They had freaking Armada Tidal Wave. They had Masterpiece stuff. Like I saw Masterpiece Magnus. Like they had so much, but I had a short budget of $60, so couldn't get much. But I'm happy with what I got. I got this guy and a certain somebody that you'll watch the other review of. But yeah, so here is Soundwave, and he is basically a remold of the Siege/Legacy one. This was also just a repackage of the Earthrise, or not the Earthrise, the Netflix Soundwave. So yeah, which a lot of people were trying to get first time around and they missed out on. So they repackaged him here in Legacy, which is very, very nice. If I had to say one thing, because overall, I think this guy is perfect. I think this is a beautiful version of Soundwave. The only thing, he's got his buttons right here on his crotch, and he's got his buttons back here. I wish this panel did a flip up, rotate, flip down so that you would see this underside, but oh well. It is what it is. It's not too big of a problem because, again, you're not going to be looking at his ass, but yeah. If I had to change one thing, I would just put that on a mushroom peg so you can flip it up, rotate it, and flap it down, but it's all right. It's not that big of a deal, so. So articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint, so he can look up a bit, can't really look down. Head can do a full 360. The arms can go out that far. They can go all the way around. You do get a swivel at the bicep and double jointed elbows. And you do get an inward wrist movement for transformation if you want to use that. The waist, you can do a full 360. And then the legs here, if you flip up his crotch pins, which this pin is so tight that it moves both of them, but it's only supposed to move one. My Legacy, the other Legacy Soundwave does not do that. So you can bring up his leg that far. And if you move this back panel here, you can bring it back about that far. Can go out about, oh my God, about that far there. And then you do have a swivel there at the thigh. You got 90 degrees of bend at the knee, and the toes can go up a little bit if you want them to. And you do get some ankle tilt, which is very nice to see. So articulation wise, I just said that. I just did that. Accessory wise, he comes with 3 guns here. I gotta find the other one because I just literally tossed it in my accessory bin. He comes with this thing, which we all have seen before. He comes with his regular gun here, and he comes with his shoulder cannon. So, yeah. So taking a look first here at this gun, it's the same one that the other ones comes with. It's just a little bit darker in plastic, but otherwise, darker in color, but otherwise it's the exact same thing. And you can just open this out if you want him to, and then you can put it in his hand here. So he has one of those. You have a shoulder cannon here, which is on a hinge right here. So if you want to just leave it not all the way into the port so you can have it at an angle, you can do that. But there is a port on his shoulder here, and you can just plug that right in there. So now Soundwave has his complete look right there. And actually, if you can angle that up a bit if it wants to. Why don't you want to angle up 1 second? Okay, there we go. Just want to, no, it's not doing it now because the camera's on. But yeah, so you can put that there. And then he has his regular gun, which you just press this little button back here and that will come shooting forward. Pull it out so it locks into place. And then you can have him holding this gun in the other hand. So now he has all kinds of that. And also his chest, if we bring in, let's bring in Buzzsaw here. We'll just retransform him back into cassette mode. Flip all this down. So if you take him, you open up his chest cavity, he can hold all his cassettes in his chest just like that. So that is pretty nice. And it does work with the other ones, just like Blaster and just like Soundwave. So for example, we can bring in Eject here, put him in there, and he can hold an Autobot hostage if you want to. But Eject doesn't like to eject. So you just gotta do one of these. But yeah, so it does work with all the other ones too, which is nice. And then last thing to mention, I'm just gonna take this out because, you know, we all know he has this gun. We all dread this gun. One more thing you can do if you want to, I'll bring Buzzsaw back in because he has some slots here on each arm, but I do it on this arm because Buzzsaw clicks better on this arm than he does with the other one. So we can bring in Buzzsaw, transform him again if he wants to. Sometimes his wings don't want to come out, but we can retransform him here, flip his head up, flip his back section up, and we can take his feet, which are shaped like clips, and we can just clip them onto his arm, just like so. And now he can have Buzzsaw perched on his arm, and this is how he's posed on my shelf, and that looks pretty freaking sweet. One more thing I want to mention is he does have light piping just like the Siege Soundwave, so I'm going to bring in one of my little string lights here. If we bring it right above the head, you can see that nice light piping there. You move it away, you bring it back. It's nice and bright. So actually, I wonder if I do like this, you probably see it best. But yeah, you guys get the idea. He has light piping, and it does look pretty freaking sweet. So yeah. I think that's it for our accessories. Are we done with accessories? We are done with accessories. Okay, so now for some comparisons. Here he is with the Bumblebee movie Shockwave. I know he's not like too hyped with him, but you know, just so you get an idea of how these two would look together. Here he is with the Bumblebee movie concept art Megatron. Again, not to scale, but just so you see how they would look together. I think they look pretty good. This Megatron is very incredibly tall, so. Here he is with Autobot Blaster. And then last but certainly not least, here he is with the Legacy Soundwave. And I lost the shoulder cannon, don't make fun of me. But you can see there is just a lot. Because this is supposed to be a Cybertronian Soundwave, this is the Earth Soundwave. So there's just a couple things I didn't like about this guy. And also, we were literally fan moding his cassette mode. So yeah, there's that. I believe his chest cavity is not the same size. Scratch that, it is. It's just the way his chest looks that makes it look smaller. So the chest cavity is the same size. One thing I had a problem with this one is when you opened it up, it would push this his waist connection up a little bit, so it wouldn't really like stay open the way it should. This one does not do that. This one, it opens and it doesn't push anything up, and I love that. And then also this back, what are these? Like, he's literally so clean. He does not need all these. And also the joints on my guy are just incredibly loose. The ones on this guy aren't. So it was just about the time that, you know, an Earth mode Soundwave was necessary for this guy. And also this hinge joints on his hand are really loose too. So this guy just feels a lot better than this guy did. It looks a lot better, feels a lot better. And also his eyes are the proper color. Why are these ones yellow? I don't like that. I think if we can get them both black if we cover. Yeah. But these ones are red, these ones are yellow, so it's just an overall improvement. And also you can see some of the things they changed, like he no longer has these bits on his arms anymore, which I am very happy about. The whole back is completely different. Like, even if we open these back sections up, you can see this is completely different there. The only thing that I can think is maybe the same are his legs, or his arms are the same, because he keeps those landing things that the Siege one had. So his arms are the same, they just have some more paint up there. I think the shoulders are actually molded differently. They are. How interesting. So the shoulders are different. This arm section right here is the same, but the forearm and the hands are the same. Obviously his legs here are different because these transform completely differently, and this is a whole different mold compared to this one. So yeah, but this I believe this back panel is the same. So yeah, it's just overall better. Happy that I have him, and this guy is not going in the closet with the other replacement figures. He's gonna stay on the shelf. Just because I don't I have the Siege Prime and the Earthrise Prime on the same shelf, so he's gonna stay out here. But yeah, you guys get the point. I'm wasting time. So now, finished talking about that, we're gonna go into his transformation. So I'm gonna take Buzzsaw off here and bring his arm down. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna remove his accessories. So you can take the shoulder cannon off, and we can take his regular gun off. We can just push that back in there. So he's all stationary and ready for transformation. So first thing you're gonna do, come to his hands here. You wanna flip these in, straighten them out, bring them down like so. You're gonna rotate the forearms like that. Then you're gonna come back here, you're gonna open this little section here, take his head here, and just flip it in. Since the Siege one did it the same, but again, this whole back section is remolded, including this panel, so that is nice. And then you wanna take his waist here, rotate it all the way around so that the proper cassette buttons are facing forward. Then you're gonna come to his arms, you're gonna untab them from the sides here, and then just flip them back, and there's a tab that's gonna go in this slot right there. And then when you do the same thing on this side, this tab right here is gonna go into this slot and this one. I believe that's also different. Oh no, that's the same, never mind, I'm done. That's the same on the Siege one, the way these are molded. So bring these back, they're gonna tab in there, and they're gonna tab together, just like so. And again, you can already see there's no unnecessary kibble here on the sides, and those do look quite different, so that's also nice to see. And then what you're going to do here, you want to come to the leg, rotate it. You're going to come to this panel here on the side, just pop it up like so, and then you're going to flip this little gray section out, take his foot, flip it in, bring this down, and there's actually a little peg here that's going to go into a port inside his foot. So just tab that in, and then cover that gray piece over like that. So it looks like his foot literally just flattened out. And then do the same on this side. Open this up, flip this up, flip that toe up, collapse that, push that up, rotate his legs there. And then you're gonna bring these sections, or we're gonna bend his knee joints like so, and then you can bring these sections up. Tab right here, slot in there. Y'all get the idea. Tab that in there like so. Do the same thing on this side so that it looks like that. Then you want to come to this panel here, bring it up, flip out these little gray sections here, and then there's some slots in here that are going to go into tabs here and here. So just flip this down and tab these in. Tab these in. Oh my god. 1 second here. Tab in, there we go. And so once you get those all tabbed in, that is pretty much it, but he does lean back a bit when you sit him down. So to avoid that, there are some ports back here on his back of his legs, and you can take his main gun here, plug the handle into one of those like so, and then plug his shoulder cannon into this one. And now he's got some proper support so he won't lean back when he moves. And there you go. There is Soundwave in his cassette. What's something? How the fuck did that happen? My Lego Onslaught that I built just freaking fell over, so I'm gonna go take care of that. Okay, I fixed it. I don't even know how the hell that happened, but he literally just like quit his job, so that's fun. But anyway, Soundwave in his cassette mode here, and he does look quite nice. I'm very happy that I have an Earth mode cassette Soundwave instead of whatever the hell the Siege one was. And for the jokes here, I do want to open him, and we can let's take Ravage here because we did Buzzsaw already. So I'm just gonna retransform him. So give me 1 second just to put all this back. This is gonna be fun. You guys get to watch Ravage's reverse transformation now. I usually don't do reverse transformations or show the reverse transformation in my videos, but we'll make an exception here for Soundwave just because I'm not gonna pause and do all that crap and then edit it. It's just, I like my videos to be raw and real, you know? Now, These aren't tabbing in. Should have just grabbed Buzzsaw. What the heck, Ravage? No, I'm kidding. He's all good. Okay. So then you take Ravage here, slot him in there, and close that up. Just to show off the effect. So yeah. And again, you know, you just eject him whenever you want because that button works. But yeah, he does look quite good from the front, the side here, and the back. It's pretty good to me. There isn't much to show off because he literally just turns it to a block. So I guess also, this is cool, the port for the shoulder cannon technically turns into like a headphone jack. So if you want to just like pull out a Walkman, boom, mixtape, you know. Oh man, that's so cool. I'm finna take Soundwave to school and act like that now. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm gonna reverse this just because this gun likes to keep shooting down, so. But yeah, dude, that's literally so cool. You could literally just like pop a cassette out. Be like, oh yeah, it's my Walkman, so teachers can't yell at you. Ha ha. But yeah. So anyway, for some comparisons. So I had to turn all that on because it's getting dark in here. So here he is with the Legacy Evolution, or no, just the Legacy blaster, which was repurposed for SteelSeries 86, and he does look a little different, but I'm just going to keep this guy because I like this one more. So there you go. And then just to show it off, what I've been dealing with since I got the Legacy Soundwave. This was the fan-moded cassette thing that we had. I mean, it worked. You know, granted, you push the button, you put this in here, and okay, you do this, and it literally flips all the way down. You do this, pop it in. You know, it worked. And then if you just eject never wants to eject. Like, eject's one job. There it goes. The only time it did it. But, you know, it did work. I'm just going to put him back into blaster. Never to leave. You know, it did work for a little bit as a Cybertronian one, but I wanted an Earth mode cassette player because this is just literally so cool. And, like, need I say less. So, oh my god, Ravage, why do you not just pop forward? So, yeah. Happy to have this guy by a million years. He doesn't even fit back where, oh my god. So there you have it. There's the Transformers Legacy United Leader Class G1 Universe Soundwave. And honestly, I'm very happy. Like I said, I'm very happy I have this guy. Finally have a proper Earth mode G1 Soundwave and not whatever the freakalicious this thing is. So yeah. But hey, shout out to my buddy Corey for giving me this, you know. Appreciate you, man. But wow, just absolutely stoked that I have this guy. The cassettes are great, except for, you know, because like what? But yeah. Ravage is cool, Buzzsaw is my favorite. And Soundwave is just freaking perfection. So yeah, he is definitely going in my top 10. So with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. And if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button down below. If you want to see more from my channel, go and hit that subscribe button down below. Press that bell notification so you get notified every time I upload a new review. Go watch my recent TF1 Studio Series Optimus Prime review that's going up on the channel right after this. It's probably already up by the time we're watching this. So with that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out, everyone.